Good news from the off-road fraternity is that ex-Sani Motorsports crew and runners-up in last year's off-road championship, Neil Woolridge and Paul Vermaak, have this week signed a deal with Samcor to race a works Mitsubishi Pajero 2.8 turbo diesel in the National Off-Road Championship. The vehicle will enjoy full support from Japan and will also share information and development with the Dakar Mitsubishi teams. Also, get your pen and paper ready because today we're launching two brand new motorsport telephone lines on RPM. This is the number for the RPM competition line. It's 0898 20 21 22. The second number... Well, with me in the studio this afternoon, one of the legends of South African off-road racing in the 70s and 80s, Arthur Harcus. Arthur, welcome to the RPM studio. You're the guy that we saw in action in that big, creepy-crawly Hugbug 4x4 a few weeks ago at Kyalame. Did you enjoy that event?
Yes, it was quite good fun, actually. It was nice to be back, and it's quite a nice Hugbug to drive, believe me. It's something else.
What made you come back?
I've been sort of thinking of it for a long time, but I've been busy with my business, and I thought to rather do my business and then get into this later. But it's got to a point now where I want racing, and I'm going to have it.
So how did it come about that you got to drive the Hugbug?
Arthur Abram phoned me and asked me if I'd like to come out to Kyalame. They're going to start testing the three vehicles, the Hugbug and the two Ford Couriers. And I went out to have a look, and he said we'd like to drive it, and I got in it and did about 4 laps and did quite a quick time with it. And when I got out of it, he said to me, "You driving the big truck?" And I didn't even know that I was going to drive it. It was just there, and that was that. But it's a fantastic truck.
Most of your career has been spent in single-seaters, the special vehicles, in fact. Have you ever driven one of these big super trucks?
Yeah, I've driven super trucks in a bit of short course overseas, but not in desert conditions. But I've done a lot of single-seater stuff, so I've got the advantage there, and most of a lot of people. And I can drive the truck pretty well as opposed to the two-seater or a single-seater. And I build cars, so I know what to expect of them.
Well, next weekend, of course, is the Jojo Tanks Barbaspan 500, and you're going to be driving that with Stratford Voogd, who's going to alternate as a driver. Looking forward to that?
Yeah, I just hope Stratford can take the pressure. He's a good navigator, I think. He's a good mechanic, and he knows the truck very well. And he knows if something's going to go wrong, we'll be able to fix it pretty quickly.
Arthur, thank you very much for joining us in the RPM studio. And of course, we'll be bringing you highlights of the Jojo Tanks Barbaspan 500 event in a future edition of RPM. Stay with us. Just after this, the super boats from the Bahamas.